every child, no matter their family's wealth, struggle, or circumstance, received a real financial boost the moment they turned 18. The newly introduced Trump account stirs exactly that conversation. But what exactly is a Trump account? Who benefits from it? And how does enrollment work? Let's break this down for you. Now, one of the lesser known elements of US President Donald Trump's new tax legislation is the creation of the Trump account, a tax-deferred savings account for children under the age of 18. Now, this bill, which was signed into law earlier this year, provides $1,000 for every newborn whose parents open a Trump account. Now, to put it simply, these accounts can work as saving vehicles where funds are invested in the stock market on the child's behalf. The money remains inaccessible until the child turns 18. Designed to grow over time through investment returns, these accounts are managed by private banks and brokerages. As per the Associated Press, these funds are invested in the US equity index funds that track the stock market, with annual fees capped at just 0.10%. Parents of older children can also open accounts, though they are not eligible for the $1,000 bonus. These accounts are part of a federal initiative which is aimed at helping American children build wealth from their birth. Now, on Tuesday, tech billionaire Michael Dell and his wife Suzanne pledged to pour in $6.25 billion into individual investment accounts for 25 million children under the age of 10. During a press briefing about the donation, Donald Trump said, and I quote, "Trump accounts will be the first real trust funds for every American child, allowing family members, employers, corporations, and generous donors to contribute money that will be invested and grow." But who is eligible for a Trump account? Trump accounts will officially open in July 2026, but parents of eligible children can begin the process now by submitting Form 4547 to the Internal Revenue Service. Parents who submit the form will be notified by May 2026 with proper instructions on completing the account setup. The White House has also announced that a dedicated website will be available in early July where parents can directly register for these accounts. Now, there are certain conditions to be eligible for the $1,000 contribution from the US government. To start with, the baby must be a US citizen and must have a social security number. The baby must be born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028. More importantly, any parent can open the Trump account for their qualifying child regardless of the parent's immigration status. Now, let me tell you what's the idea behind these Trump accounts. Supporters of Trump accounts argue that the goal is to introduce more and more people, including children born into poverty, to the stock market, giving them a chance to benefit from long-term investment growth. Now, by providing every newborn with $1,000, backers are hoping to expand wealth building opportunities and offer a market-based alternative at a time when socialist ideas are gaining more popularity. But on the other hand, critics argue that these accounts do very little to help children in their early years, when they're most vulnerable and most likely to be in poverty. And even with the contribution from the government, critics say that the Trump accounts will widen the wealth gap. Affluent families that can afford to make the maximum pre-tax contribution to the accounts will realize the greatest benefits. On the other hand, poor families who can't afford to set aside money for the accounts will benefit the least. But as these accounts roll out, one key question remains. Can this policy reshape the financial future of an entire generation? Or is it just the beginning of a much larger conversation about opportunity and equity for the United States? What are your thoughts on this video? Do let us know in the comment section below.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.